What's up, Tina? What's up, Steve? Steve, I'll be sending you an invoice. I figure you probably want to wait because of saving on shipping. Wait till you get a few more bottles and then I'll go ahead and tally up because right now I think there's only a couple up there sitting. What's up, Chris? What's up, Matt? Arnie? So let a few more people get in here and um, tonight I got a lot of Doug stuff. I mean, we have been digging, but what's up, John, Jerry? Um, Work's starting to get heavy, as it does every year close to the holidays, and we're taking on a lot more pieces. I'm tired. Um, Everybody's been getting sick. My dad went away for a little while fishing, and he's my help. So I've been behind. I've been very behind, and it's been stressful. But I haven't stopped digging. I've gotten out. I don't know, probably twice this week, and maybe once the week before. We haven't been digging much, but we're gonna try to get back into the dump and upload some dump videos here shortly because we're getting snow. We're getting it already. It's actually pounding it down right now. Uh, we probably already got 2 or 3 inches on the ground out there, and it's just hammering the snow down. Tina, everything is shipped as of yesterday or today, but it's all out. It's all out now. Um, I think there might be like a couple people that I haven't paid yet, but other than that, everything's shipped. Um, and I've completely caught up finally. It felt like it took forever. I felt like I haven't ran an auction in, jeez, I guess it has been about a month, hasn't it? I guess, what, 3 weeks? Something like that. But, yeah, so we're going to get on here and we're going to run an auction. And there's actually some pretty cool stuff that we dug. We got into a Pownal pit um, uh, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Jason came up and dug with us, and we actually went back to a yard that we've probed numerous times. We've metal detected it. It's gotten to the point where we quit trying to look for a privy in this yard and we just metal detected it. Like we just couldn't find the pits. We couldn't find them, and the house dates, according to the owner, the house dated around 1820s, and we couldn't find a single pit. So we were kind of stumped, but the yard was massive. Me and Jason went back, and it's crazy because where he parked the truck is kind of on the back of the property line, and there's a gravel parking lot there now. The guy that gave us permission, he told us, he said, you know what? He said, whatever you got to do it. He said, just don't bust any water lines. And we're like, yeah, we ain't got to worry about that. So we got back there, and I literally leaned on the probe beside Jason's truck, just goofing around, and sunk it into a hole. They didn't even try. It was just by chance. And it ended up being a Pownal pit. Most of the stuff in it was broken, of course. We dug a broken $8,000 to $10,000 jar out of that hole. Couple Pownal bottles came out, nothing embossed. It's all on video though. There's some 50s, 60s whiskey cylinders broken. It had a lot of nice broken stuff in it, but most of it, most of the good stuff was the broken stuff. So got some slicks. Um, I don't know. I think the best thing that came out of that hole was probably just a large paneled open Pownal 1850s med. But we ended up finding two more holes in front of that one. One of them ended up being 12 foot long by 5 foot wide and 8 foot deep. It was a monster pit, and they dipped the crap out of it. I mean, literally, they just dipped everything. There might have been 15 bottles in it. Dug another pit in front of that with Chris. Chris was with us on that one, and it went about 1880s. And nothing special out of that one either, but it's crazy because the yard, definitely a big, massive house. The people had money right on Main Street. Wow, what'd you call? What'd you call? Oh, Melissa, you're killing me. No, that's all right. But all right, so we got 21 people here. I'm gonna turn these around and we're gonna get started. Let's do it. And I don't have the chip clip stand anymore, guys. I actually have a legit stand tonight, so we will not be dropping the phone. At least I hope we won't. That's all right. All right, so what are we gonna start with? Oh. Let's start with the Cop Top milk. This is a Glenside Dairy out of Deepwater, New Jersey. And this is a Cop Top. And it is embossed. I'm going to have to look at it. It says Cop the Cream Bottle Company. And then it's got a ton of embossing on the base. Really cool bottles. A lot harder to find than a normal cream top milk. And what's cool about this is got the original lid. These things are cardboard, so they didn't last. Original lid. And we're gonna do let's do a $10 start. Oh crap, I keep forgetting about the lags, guys. A Citron Patent whiskey. Dang, Melissa, I used to have one. I actually have one that I dug that has a probe mark in it. I'd say it's probably from Pittsburgh. That's a good bottle. The Citron Patent whiskeys that's a good bottle. Patents are my favorite too. Let's do a lag check real quick, guys. All right, go ahead and send your lags in. You probably can't even see that. There's a glare on it. John, Russell, Melissa. Oh, I thought you were sending a lag. Melissa, I used to. Chris, Tina, Kara, Arnie. Sean, Steve. What's up, Steve? So, Tina, Jerry, Steve. But I do have a video coming out too. Tina, there for a while we were hitting so many pits. Nice, Ed. That's good. As long as it ain't lagging. But the pits we've been digging have been just empty. That's how it goes. We went for a while where we were digging some decent holes, Chris. But I don't know, lately it's just been, I don't know, we've probably dug 15 bad holes in between. We've probably dug 15 bad holes since we got into that last pit that the druggists come out of, the last video on the channel. We've dug probably 15 crap pits since then, so eventually we're gonna have everything around here dug. The crappy thing is you got 4-5 foot holes here, so on average, so they dipped them, you know, they cleaned them out. It was easy to dip a 4 or 5 foot pit and keep using it, so that's what they did. Melissa, we had to actually, in the last video, I edited all the dog barking out. But yeah, that's what we had to deal with in the last video, and it was, gosh, it was driving me nuts. What's up, James? James is actually having an auction tonight as well. The Copper Paupers. If you guys have not subscribed to James' channel, go ahead and do so. Great channel. They just recently dug a immaculate bitters bottle. It's a something that you just don't dig. You know, some of them square bitters or them cabin style bitters, they just don't come out whole hardly ever. But let's do it. Let's start it. So back to the cop top. There it is, Glenside Dairy, Deepwater, New Jersey, cop top. It says Cop the Cream Top Company, something bottle company, and a bunch of stuff on the base. And there he is, Mr. Copper, with the original lid. Oh, no problem, James. Thank you, man. Let's do it. All right, let's do a $10 start. $10 start on the cop top. Probably around 1930s, 1940s. Russell's at 10, starting the clock. Clock is rolling. Need 11 or more. Ron's at 11, need 12. Russell's at 12, need 13. Need 13 or more. On lag time. Russell's at 18. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Russell at 18. Ugh. On the cop top, that's a good bottle. You don't see them very often. I remember whenever I was more interested in milks. Nice, man. It's always awesome to get them soda bottles, the Hutches, any soda bottle really, a Hutch, a Blob, whatever. It's always nice to get them, you know, to clean up nice, because you know how it is out of a dump or out of a privy. It just depends on the soil conditions and what they threw in. The dump that we're digging right now, it is, I don't know, it's like some of the bottles that come out are just, they're so hazy. Yeah, James, yeah, they do. It's just, they're just, I can't say that they're not old, but they're not old enough for me. You know what I mean? Melissa, I'd love to make one. I heard you can make big ones out of treadmills, and there's definitely a couple treadmills around between me and my family members that I could definitely grab and make a massive bottle tumbler, but I just haven't done it yet. I need to. But let's see here. All right, next bottle. There's only 2 milk bottles that if I dug or found, I would keep, and they're family bottles. They have so much stuff sitting here, I don't even know what to run next. Here we go. We'll do another milk. Check this thing out. So why this thing is in Maryland, I have no clue. So this was actually dug here in my hometown, up against a foundation wall. What it's doing in Maryland, I don't know. So this is the furthest, dug out of the ground, this is the furthest thing away from here I've ever dug. Nuffer Brothers Dairy out of Norwalk, California. It does have a lip chip, but anybody that knows your California stuff, most of it's pretty daggone hard to find. It's got a little fish eye right there. Nuffer Brothers Dairy, Norwalk, California. I know, James, isn't that crazy? Like, what is that doing in Maryland? Just makes no sense at all. That thing traveled a long, long way. All right, I know nothing about this bottle. I tried to do a little bit of research on it, couldn't really find anything, so it could be incredibly rare. I have no clue. I'd say, I don't know if it's got a date code on it. Let me look. It's got an 11 on it. I don't know if that's 1911. Probably not. I feel like it would be a different style milk, but I'd say probably late teens, early 20s. And we're going to do a $12 start. Melissa, yes, we dig a ton of marbles. Usually around 5 out of every pit. Even the empty ones have marbles in them normally. So you got to figure if we dig, I don't know, say 200 outhouses a year, that's a lot of marbles. Yeah, we dig a ton. Oh yeah, lots of marbles. I actually have some tonight. Thing is, I don't know much about them, and there's probably times I'm selling really good marbles for dirt cheap. But I mean, hey, that's on me for not doing my research, I guess. Oh yeah, we dig a lot of outhouses. Yeah, James has dug some crazy good marbles. Voyage. So let me see here. I don't even know if I got my paper. There it is. So here is what you need right here. That is my email address. All you need to do is send your information to that email address. I need your method of payment: PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I do Facebook Pay. And I need your full shipping address. cjwellings32@gmail.com. All right, next. All right, so we're gonna run a little lot. Bottle number 1, Abner Royce. It says Pure Fruit Flavors, Cleveland, Ohio. Has a little bit of content stained in it. It is blown in mold around turn of the century. Bottle number 1. Bottle number 2, another Abner Royce. This is a different variation, smaller, also blown in mold around turn of the century, 1905, 1910, probably something like that. Bottle number 2. And bottle number 3 is also an Abner Royce and Company. Pure Fruit Flavors out of Cleveland, Ohio. This one is early machine made, maybe up to around 1920s. So there's 3 different variations of the same company flavor extracts. All 3 bottles. The 2 aqua ones are slightly different colors, and one's clear. We're gonna do a $8 start. $8 start on the lot of Abner Royce Pure Fruit Flavor Extract. Yeah, James, some of them daggone Abner Royce come out in some crazy deep aqua colors. They're pretty nice. It's, yeah, 7:30 here. What's up, Spud? Your last auction package is on its way. $8 start. 3 different variations of the Abner Royce. So I just had something come up on my phone telling me that I got a low battery. I have the charger plugged in, so I'm hoping that, I don't know, if the auction shuts off, guys, my phone died. I've tried 2 different chargers now, and I don't know what's going on. All right, Spud's at 8, starting the clock. Need 9 or more. I don't know, James. It might be because whenever I plugged it in, it came up and it looked like it was charging. But I don't know, it might even be the daggone plug piece. Just not wanting to sit in the phone right. I hope it don't shut off. Need 9 or more. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was D Spud at 8. That's a heck of a lot right there. That's a lot of a lot. Oh no, James. I'm the same way. Like, if I ain't digging, I'm freaking out. That's all I know. I'm not even kidding you. That's all I know anymore. Just dig. Alright, next. This is a pretty cool bottle. I do not know what it dates. I'm pretty sure it came from the dump. It says Rutherford and K. I'm pretty sure it's British. Yeah, Rutherford and K. It is applied lip, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's British. A nice looking bottle. We're gonna do it. Let's do a $5 start. Yeah, they're out. They're all out. It took me a minute, but they're out. It's gonna. It's only gonna get heavier at work, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to hang in there. I'm gonna keep auctioning stuff as much as I can. There may be weeks where I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh, and also Chris that digs with me, he's actually gonna start auctioning some bottles off too. So the way that we did it on Crick Diggers, we're gonna start doing that on Time Traveler's page. I'll run 5 or 10 bottles, and then he'll run 5 or 10 bottles, and we'll keep going back and forth. That way, it'll take a little bit of stress off of me, and then I'll have a little bit of help every night. $5 start on the Rutherford and K. No, Spud, you're all caught up. You don't owe me anything. I'm the same way though. I don't like owing anybody anything. I hate it. All right, Voyage. Yeah, you're good to bid. Go ahead and bid if you want. Rutherford and K. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Let's see here. James, I'm the same way, man. I do that too. I don't, man, sometimes we're out digging and I don't get home till who knows when. And I just, you know how it is when you get home from digging like a 10-foot pit. You're just beat. You can't even think. Let me see what I got. Here's a pretty cool bottle. This is like a 1930s, 1940s bottle, but it is very interesting. So at the top, it says Esco Distinctive Embalming. So this is an embalming fluid bottle. Really fancy Art Deco. Oh gosh, D Spud, probably like, man, you gotta have about 100 or more marbles coming to you. There's a lot. You got marbles, Civil War stuff. Um, jeez, I think you won a couple crystals, but it is screw top. Like I said, 1930s, 1940s. I don't really know anything about it, so we're gonna do an $8 start. Nice embalming fluid. Esco's embalming fluid. It was more than just the big jar that you won too. It was, you won marbles all throughout the auction. Oh yeah, you wanted me to count them, didn't you? Go on. You know what? I never counted them. I forgot you told me to count them. But oh yeah, he's doing great, James. He's actually downstairs right now, and I can hear him ripping. He's wild. $8 start on the embalming fluid. Oh, you're good, bouncer. Yeah, you're fine, man. You almost have all my marbles going. No, I still got jars sitting here, but that was a lot of marbles. There's I know for a fact, Spud, you got over 100. You had to have, and Tina got a lot too. But I think Spud, you definitely. Laura's at 8. You definitely took the cake. You got a ton of freaking marbles. $8 start, 9 or more. 9 or more on the embalming fluid. Nice Art Deco style. Oh, that's cool, Laura. Five, four, three, two, 1, 0. That was Laura. 8. Laura 8 on the embalming fluid. But yeah, so we James, we just got him potty trained. Um, he has an accident every now and then when he goes to sleep, but oh gosh, it's so much nicer not having to change diapers all the time. But yeah, oh yeah, Josh, back to your question. Nah, it depends. It almost seems like it depends on what area you're in. There's some towns we go to, we can't even get people to answer the door. And then other places, we're 90% on permissions. So, I mean, it just all depends. You just got to be real confident in what you're telling people. Next, here it is. The R Keys. This thing is a ridiculous color, and it's probably late 1870s, early 1880s with that smooth base. Absolutely stunning druggist bottle. R Keys, 1201 Pine Street out of Philly. Look at the color on that. It's almost yellow. It does have a little lip ding there, but really nice bottle, really nice color. Let's do a $10 start. Back into the old feed. Never used to do that. Give it some time, wait for everybody to get back in here. I didn't see anything, Tina. I was still talking. I was still talking when it went out. I looked up and the phone was black. Alright, got a different charger. I think this one's gonna work. What's up, Idaho? You know, just bad luck. Bad luck after bad luck recently. Too much of that daggone Wonka. Daggone it. Yep, we're going to do another lag check too, guys. We'll just wait for a few more people to get in, and we'll go ahead and run another lag check. Too much hippie hay. Nice, good, good. This is like one of those speed chargers, I think, too, so it should charge the phone up real nice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do another lag check. Let's do it. Lag check in. Send them legs. Yeah, there's a glare on it. Oh, it happens. I think there's a couple people running tonight too. Lag Robbie Bobby. Russell. Kara. Spud, Voyage, Steve, Tina, Idaho, Tina, Steve, Carpetbaggers. All right, let's do this again. So there it is. Really nice colored druggist out of Philly. $10 start. Late 1870s, early 1880s. Voyage is at 12. I need to change this to a minute. There we go. And clock's rolling. Spud's at 14, need 15. Voyage is at 15, need 16. Spud's at 16, need 17. This probably is a really good bottle in this color too. I just, I didn't even look it up. I ain't got time to look stuff up anymore. Voyage is at 18, need 19. Spud's at 19, need 20. Voyage is at 20, need 21. It's a battle. Spud's at 21, need 22. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Voyage at 25. It says Tina 26. All right. Next. What are we gonna put up next? Oh, here we go. Here's what we're gonna run next. And this is kind of a crier, guys, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It needs a tumble, but with the lip chip, I don't think a tumble is gonna help that much. Look at it. So the story on this is I did that. I did it. I didn't mean to, but I was chopping the wall down at the dump and it was up high, which not very many things are up high. You guys can see the woman on there. I think she's carrying like a big loaf of bread or something. The jar says, oh, it's hazy. It says always, or McMechan's always the best, Old Virginia. And then it says Wheeling, West Virginia. And I'm pretty sure this was like a mustard jar. It is blown in mold. Turn of the century. You guys can see the embossing on it. It's got some crazy embossing on it. Real fancy jar. Super hazy. It does have a lip chip, but in West Virginia bottles. It's highly collectible. Wheeling, West Virginia. I don't know if you guys can see the woman on there. Because of the damage, I'm gonna do a $5 start. Lag John. It could be Bouncer. I'm not too sure. It definitely had a lid though. It probably actually might have the lid to it, actually, now that you say something. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Let's see. Probably not. I think not too big. Too big. Nobody on the wheeling jar. We go ahead and pull it. All right, check this out, guys. So the other day, me and Sean were out at the dump, and I pull out this weird, I thought it was a jar closure, but it ain't. Check this thing out. Does anybody know what this is? Before I tell you what it is. It is embossed. It says patent May 8th of 1894, made in USA. Got bubbles all in it. Anybody know what that is? Spud. That's what a lot of people guessed. I thought it was some kind of crazy jar insert or something, but what this is a children's toy. There would have been a string that wrapped around, I think it wrapped around these grooves all the way down to the notch here, and it would have been set on maybe a little wooden something, and the string was pulled and it spun, and that's really all it was. But I think they made these in materials other than glass, and the glass ones just did not survive. So to dig this thing out of a dump, it's pretty impressive actually. And we're gonna go ahead and run it. Let's do it. We're running the early kids top toy. We're gonna do a $15 start. I have no clue how rare these are. When I posted it on the forum, there was only like 2 people that had ever seen them. So I'd imagine they're pretty hard to find. There it is. Working its magic. It kind of does need a marble. How about this one? Gray with the green swirls. Some kind of agate. It is not normal size. You can see it's bigger than a normal size marble. It's almost a shooter. Let's put that inside it. $15 start. Late 1890s. Kids spinner glass toy. Holy crap, it's staying in there. Spud's at 15. Starting the clock. See if we can get a nice zoom on it. Yeah. The turntable needs cleaned a little bit, doesn't it? Needs 16 or more. Isn't that crazy that I don't know how any of these things survived. Being glass, I mean, it's crazy. What's up, Mandy? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 15. Laura, you were just out. Yeah, Lee, that's fine. All right, Spud. I can do that. All right. Next comes something else interesting. Check this out. This was dug out of, I think this came out of a privy. I can't remember. This is a milk glass, what I think is a mustard jar. And it has flowers and possibly roses. Yeah, roses all over it maybe. No, that don't look like a rose. I don't know what they are. They are, I don't know, some kind of tulip. But check out this, it's footed milk glass mustard jar, and it still has some of the green paint on it. Some of the green paint still on it. Probably around 1890s, turn of the century. I'm gonna do a $5 start. $5 start on the footed milk glass flower mustard jar. Yeah, you're right, Bounce. With the flowers on it, it probably is some kind of powder jar. Matt, I think 25. Nobody on the mustard. Go ahead and pull it and put up Lashes Bitters. It says Lashes Liver Bitters, natural tonic laxative. It's got a little bit of haze on it. dump dug. It is early machine made. No damage. Lash's liver bitters. Let's do a $8 start. Lash's liver bitters. $8 start. Arnie, it's a Lash's liver bitters. The one that's embossed just Lash's liver bitters, and it says Nature's Tonic Laxative. These things come blown in mold too, but we don't dig the blown ones very often. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. And all right, check this little guy out. Just a wee little. It says it's got a big B. It says property of Bowman Dairy Company. Bowman Dairy Company. It says to be washed and returned. Then on the back it has another B, and then it has a bubble. Check this bubble out. It's like the Oakley sign. Perfectly round bubble. That's cool. Actually, there's two of them. Another one right there. This is an earlier milk bottle, around 1910, 1915. Bowman Dairy Company. Wee little. Let's do a $3 start. Tin top milks are incredibly hard to find. I think I've only ever dug one embossed. $3 start on the Bowman Dairy Company. I'm not 100% sure where these are from. I think possibly New York. Illinois. That sounds right. Alright, so Chicago. Yeah, I think, you know what? I'm pretty sure it is Chicago. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Alright, so check this out. At the dump the other day, Get this stuff off this bottle. At the dump the other day, we were digging and I pulled out a Whitmore Boston's French Gloss. Blown in mold. Common bottle. Very common bottle. You dig a ton of them. And normally anymore I throw them up over the hill. I don't keep them. However, after that, this one came out. Whitmore Boston in like almost a yellow. Threw it up over the bank, came back down in the hole. Thank God, because I didn't realize it was like a honey yellow. And then the darker amber one came out. Whitmore Boston French Gloss. It's got an open bubble on the base. We just don't dig them. We don't dig them in anything other than aqua and clear. So there's your color differences. Deep amber, like a almost yellow, and clear. 3 different color variations. We're gonna do a $10 start, and I can guarantee you that one's really hard to find in that color. I'd say the darker amber one probably is too. Laura's at 10, starting the clock. Need 11 or more. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, it should be on YouTube. I'm pretty sure they changed over to YouTube. Need 11 or more. We got 15 seconds on the clock. Oh, no problem, Steve. 2, 1 on lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was D-Spud at 12. D-Spud at 12 on the Whitmore's lot. Nice. I think there's actually a green Whitmore's too. Pretty sure. Probably also really hard to at least dig. I do have a couple cobalts. Nothing crazy though. We'll go ahead and run it now. So here's a bottle that came out of the dump. I have no clue what it is. We dig them every now and then. See how wavy the glass is. It is screw top. It's got a little nick right there. But it is screw top, but it's earlier. Definitely 1910, 1915. Early machine made. Probably some kind of, look how crude the glass is. It's got like waves going through it. We're going to do that bottle. Yeah, probably had the metal dose cap lid. And we're going to do a blown in mold Bromo Seltzer out of Baltimore, Maryland. We're going to do a $3 start. $3 start. That's what I was thinking too. Some kind of something like a Wyeth anyway. Maybe a knockoff. $3 start. Blown in mold bromo seltzer and a possibly labeled Wyeth bottle. Yeah, I'd say it's harder to find bouncer. I've only dug a couple of them ever. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. And move on to the next. All right. So we went digging with one of our buddies over in a local town and dug a dump that we ain't dug in a while. Not much came out, but this did. Check this out. I'm gonna have to zoom out for this bottle. All right, so check this out. It says Ross's brand, and what's cool about this is I'm almost positive this is a lemon juice of some sort, or I don't know. It's got to be something like that because I'm pretty sure Ross's is still in business today, and they make like martini mixes and stuff like that, drink mixes, lemon juice, all that stuff. But it says Ross's brand, and it's got like a, I don't know, some kind of creature on it, maybe a griffin. And check out all the stars. This bottle is wicked. I mean, look at this thing. I've never dug anything like it. Stars all over it. It is blown in mold. It's got an AQ on the base. Ross's brand. And I researched it and couldn't find anything. It looks British to me. I don't know, maybe it ain't. But I couldn't find anything. I have no clue. But we're gonna do a $15 start on this one. It's got a British feel to me, but I don't know. $15 start. Probably one of the coolest looking bottles I've dug with all those stars on it. That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking American, but I don't know.
Halftime score.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? 57-0 at halftime?
Yep.
Holy cow, what is there, like 3 or 4 inches of snow? Nobody on the Ross's brand. Go ahead and pull it. And check this out. So this right here, this is killer. I was pretty excited whenever I pulled this out. So this is a Rockingham Pottery D-Spud 15. 15 was the start on the Ross's brand. This is Red Riding Hood. Spud, that's yours. Yours at 15. Hold on a second, let me write it down. Here we go. Rockingham Pottery Red Riding Hood. You can see it says Red Riding Hood down here. And she's got the wolf with her right there on her side. He ain't so much the big bad wolf. He's kind of small. And she's petting him. But Rockingham Pottery Red Riding Hood. It's got a 537 on the back right here. Whenever I pulled this out of the dump, I was like, what? Probably one of the coolest figures I've ever dug. This will be on video too. Let's do a $15 start on the Rockingham Pottery Red Riding Hood dump dug. Yeah, some of them are big money, but some of them are fake too, so you got to be real careful with them. Laura's at 15, starting the clock. Need 16 or more. I was just surprised that it was complete. Usually the figures are missing something. They threw them away for some reason. Yeah, Laura, come out of the dump. Just a couple days ago, actually. 1890s to about 1915, Laura, is the age of the dump. On lag, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Laura at 15 on Red Riding Hood. Nice. Over the summer, we're underneath a house, and this was just laying under the porch, just chilling. I had a couple other bottles with it, but I mean, you could literally almost, like, if you were standing underneath the porch where the basement goes in, you could look over and pretty much see the bottles. Why nobody had ever picked them up, I have no clue, but this was just laying there. Picked it up. It's about a half gallon, I guess. We were initially wanting to go into the crawl space. Crawl space didn't have any bottles in it. They were all under the porch. But let's do a $10 start. Half gallon White House vinegar jug, 1930s. people try to sell these at flea markets for like 75 bucks. Half-gallon White House vinegar jug. $10 start. Nobody on the jug. I'm gonna pull it. And let me see here. Run a combo. This combo we're gonna do, if I can reach it, I'm gonna do a Scott's Emulsion combo. Check it out. So we got the Scott's Emulsion, cod liver oil with lime and soda. It has the little fisherman on there, but you can barely see him. It is blown in mold around turn of the century. And we also have the screw top variation. You can see him, the guy there holding the cod over his shoulder. That's almost as big as he is. It is screw top in amber, probably 1950s. I don't dig them because we don't really dig 50s dumps, but I think that thing was laying on top of the ground in a 50s dump, and I just picked it up, took it home. We're gonna do a $5 start. 2 Scott's Emulsion cod liver bottles from 2 different eras. $5. Spuds at 5, starting the clock. Need 6 or more. Oh yeah, definitely must have been some good stuff. My grandmother told me she can remember taking this stuff, so that would have been in the 60s, 70s, I would imagine. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 5. Hold on just a second. So here's what happened with the fishing trip. So I got contacted by a buddy that was up there already, and the trout weren't really running. The only thing that was in the stream at the time was salmon. So I also was contacted by another buddy Jason that we dig with in Kentucky, and since I'd already taken off the vacation at work, we decided to dig together. So instead of my vacation being in New York, my vacation was with Jason. And me, Jason, and Chris, we dug a couple privies, and ended up not really getting anything. But my dad still went up to, yeah, Jason, I just sold it. Where you been? Daggone. I know you wanted that thing. But my dad went up and they did not do real good. I think they caught some salmon, caught a few trout. But so basically, I mean, I had just as good luck digging with Jason. I know. Well, I figured you'd be on here bidding on it. You told me you were gonna. Next bottle. Just dug this out of the dump the other day. It says the Krebs Oliver Company, Baltimore, Maryland. Probably a shoe polish of some sort. Blown in mold, amber. Nice little Baltimore bottle. And on this one, we're putting up a shooter. Shooter marble. I think it's a Vitro. And do a $5 start. No, he didn't bring me no fish home. No fish. Didn't even keep any. Went up there and didn't even keep any fish. And I like canned salmon. I mean, I like it. I like it anyway, but I don't know what it is, but I like the canned salmon. $5 start. Vitro shooter with the Krebs Oliver Company out of Baltimore, amber shoe polish, around 1905, 1910. You know what that tells me? It might have all just been fish stories, because I never did see any of the fish they brought back. So in my book, I got to see it to count it. But speaking of fishing, so they have a run in the spring coming out of Erie, and we've never been steelhead fishing in Ohio before, so this spring we're going to be going up to Ohio. While we're in Ohio, I'm pretty sure we're going to be fishing at two rivers that are really close to Mike Buck off of We the People Outdoors. If you have not subscribed to his channel, they have been digging an incredible dump with quart hotches, all kinds of great bottles in it. That's completely true, D-Spud. Definitely. Yeah, it's a true statement. But from what I understand, then there's people that go up to Ohio and just absolutely pound the trout. So I'm definitely excited to go up there. Right here, we're going to do something different. We're going to take Elk Creek. I don't know if we're going to be close to Elk Creek or not. Madison. We're going to Madison. I don't know if you're familiar with that, because I'm not. I'm not really familiar with Ohio, but we're going to Madison, Ohio, and apparently there's two rivers that we're going to be fishing. So here's what we're going to do. Nice, Ted. I'd imagine one of the rivers is going to be that river then. So we'll probably be fishing there. I'll do 1, 2, 3. If I quit dropping them, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so we got the Bowman's milk bottle with 20 marbles. 20 different marbles in there. You know what? We're gonna make it 25. 25 marbles. And we're gonna do a $8 start. So you get the Bowman's milk and 25 marbles, $8 start. I think I do remember them saying something about the grand. Marie's at 8, starting the clock. Need 9 or more. Spud's at 9, need 10. I don't know if any of those glow or not. I don't know. I still need to get that different black light. Marie's at 10, need 11. Headhunter, after this bottle, I'll go ahead and put up my email address. All you have to do is send your payment information and your shipping address, full shipping address. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and Facebook Pay. On lag, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Marie at 10. Marie at 10. Nice. All right. I'll go ahead and put that up for you here in a second. All right, here it is. Just send your information to this email address, cjwellings32@gmail.com. Anybody that has not registered and wants to bid, all I need is your payment method and your shipping address. Let's go ahead and send that to that email address and you are good to bid. cjwellings32@gmail.com. All right. Next. Here's one that I dug with my buddy Rich. Me, Rich, and Chris went out in a local town, hit a dump that I haven't been in a long time. Little river dump. Dug some hutches out of it before. It's got a little bit of age to it, but we were digging up the bank, trying to get into another piece of it, and this bad boy pops out. This is a desk ink, and it is very heavy. Most likely lead glass. It says patent US July 17th gosh, I can't see worth a crap. July 17th and April 14th, 1894. What's up, Deborah? Real heavy lead glass. And this is actually the biggest desk ink I've ever dug. It's pretty big. And we'll go ahead and do a $5 start. $5 start on the patent 1894 desk ink in lead glass. It's been a long time, Deborah. $5 start. I'll tell you what I'll do, even though I'm afraid to do it. So check out this shooter. Not a clue what it is. It looks like Mars a little bit. That is a shooter marble, probably a pretty tough one, I'd imagine. Go ahead and add that in with it. $5 start. That Cathedral Pickle, yeah, I did sell that. The Cathedral Pickle is gone. So both of them, the Pawnee one and the teal pickle that I dug. Nobody on the desk ink. The marble's probably better than the ink, honestly. Let's see. Here's something you haven't, I don't think you've got one of, Deborah. Let me see if I can get a real nice early one. Here we go, let's do it. Everyone's favorite, the Magnolia Balm. There it is. So, everybody knows if you've seen the video. All right, Deborah, yeah, for sure. This is, judging by the lip, 1860s. And this has the color. Let's check it out. Check out that red, that opalescent milk glass. Fiery opalescent, it's called. Crazy that you can even see through this bottle. Happy Thanksgiving, Deborah. 1860s, flared lip. Has a little nick right here. 1860s, flared lip, Magnolia Balm, milk glass, fiery opalescent. Let's do a $5 start. $5 start, 1860s Magnolia Balm. Ted, it is 4.5 inches. Marie's at 5, starting the clock. Need 6 or more. Spud's at 7, need 8. Right, Laura? Need 10 or more. Ted's at 9, need 10 or more. Marie's at 10, need 11. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Marie at 10. Marie at 10. Robert, we dug a lot. We dug a lot of them. Probably, I can't remember what the end count was, but we dug a lot. And the crazy thing is, Lee, I wouldn't say that they're close, but they do dig together sometimes. But James is a really good dude, and you know, anybody that knows about me and Travis knows that I don't deal with him anymore either. However, James is a good dude, and when James started digging with us, he started digging with the both of us, you know. And I don't have anything against him for digging with Travis. All right, let's see here. Here's something that's pretty cool. This is a bird water. This would have went in a antique bird cage. It does have, I don't know if that's through or not. It is. It does have a crack in it right here, but it's pretty daggone solid yet. Antique bird water for an antique bird cage. Could have been a feeder or water, and we're gonna spice it up and put some marbles in it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna put 10 marbles in it. Nope, switching that out with a different one. 10 marbles in an antique bird feeder or water. Let's do a $5 start. Spud's at 10, starting the clock. Need 11 or more. Yeah, they are pretty cool. I've actually, so there's one that was made specifically for coal mines, and we actually dig them here because that's all there is around here is coal mines. So they're little, like, they look like little crocs almost. Really, really cool. They took birds down into the coal mine because if the bird would start going crazy, they knew that something bad was about ready to happen and they would get out of the mine. So they would take canaries down, specifically canaries, and they would keep them in a cage. And they had different, like heavier duty bird waters and feeders, and they're actually really neat. They're pretty hard to find. They're glazed like a crock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's Spud at 10. Spud at 10. All right. Next. Yeah, Laura, one of the ones that has like the has like a little hole. It looks like it looks like a little handle that comes off of it, and it's got a hole in it. The little stoneware ones, they're cool. They were, from what I was told, they were made for mining, for taking canaries down into mines. All right, next. All right, here we go. Here we have 2 different Dr. Forneys. Here's the first one. It says Dr. Forney and Sons, Hagerstown, Maryland, for babies. And on this side it says teething syrup for babies, blown in mold around 1910. And then we have an earlier version of the same bottle, late 1870s, early 1880s, smooth base. It says teething syrup for babies as well, Dr. D. Forney and Son, Hagerstown, Maryland. You can tell the age difference on the bottles. Usually the blockier, squared out, bigger panel, like the one on the right here, will be your older. And see how everything's all rounded on the other one? It's going to be your newer one. So big age gap here too. The earlier ones in the back are a lot harder to find. Yeah, that's an early one, Chris, that one right there. I've only ever dug 3 or 4 of them that old. Yeah, we're going to do let's do a $5 start. Teething syrup for babies. But, what is that? What happened between me and Trav? Oh, a lot. A lot. I'm gonna be we're gonna keep it PG, and I ain't gonna talk about it in the auction. But I don't know. I've kind of quit talking about it because it's like beating a dead horse at this point. But
Daddy.
what, bud? Well, watch. Here, come here.
Is that trash? Yeah, we'll throw this
That's
in
Daddy's bottle. He needs that. Come here.
I put it in with Daddy.
Hmm?
Marble.
Dad'll give you some. Hold on a sec. I'll start the clock here in a second, guys. Here, you're going to have to go down with Pap. You going to go with Pap and watch TV? Hmm? Do you want to? What do you want to do?
Get a marble.
Get a marble. Alright, go show it to Pat.
This Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on.
Alright, guys, starting the clock.
Daddy.
Come on, bud.
Russell's at 5, needs 6.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Daddy.
whoa.
What,
Show
bud?
you something. Hold on. Don't cry. Go ahead.
What do you want to show me?
Is I in the bed?
Mm-hmm.
I think I am.
You what?
I think I am.
You gotta sit right there and be good. Can you do that? On lag.
Marble.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Russell at 5. Russell at 5 on the pair. Nice. Oh, now I've lost my pen. That was...
I want to be nice downstairs.
You want to what?
Be nice downstairs.
You gonna go downstairs?
What's this?
It's Civil War bullets, son. Alright, go ahead. Downstairs. Alright, next. Alright, so whenever we got into that pit the other day, here's one of the bottles that come out. Check out how crude this Ponald Med is. This is a decent sized Ponald Med too. Unfortunately, it is unembossed. But my gosh, is it disgusting. Look at that open panel. Beautiful bottle. All whittled up. $18.50s. And it is, let me see here. It is 8 1/4 inches tall. Pretty decent size Ponald Med. We're gonna do a $15 start, 1850s open panel, super whittled medicine bottle. Privy Doug. Marie's at 15, starting the clock. David's at 20, need 21. Marie's at 25, need 26. David's at 35, need 36. We got 15 seconds. Marie's out on lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was David at 35. David at 35. Nice, David. That's a nice bottle. Real nice crude med. Next. We're going to do another super crude. This is another one that came out of that whole rolled lip. You can see the rolled lip on there. Really crude. Thank you, David. Look at how crude this thing is. Open panel. 1850s. And we're gonna do a $10 start on this one. $10 start, 1850s open panel med. This is a smaller one. Almost 4.5 inches. Marie's at 10, starting the clock. Need 11 or more. Tina's at 11, need 12. Spud's at 12, need 13. Dang, they all almost come in at the same time. Spud's at 14, need 15. Marie's at 15, need 16. Lee, I think this is it for Ponald stuff tonight. But this next Friday, I'm gonna get some stuff together, and we're gonna try to run more Ponald stuff. Tina's at 16, needs 17. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was D Spud at 18. Sniping away he is. Nice. Next. We're gonna run. Check it out. This is one of the ones I held back because of that lip chip. But it's hazy. But it's still a nice Civil War era snuff, and it's got that real strange base on it. It does have a lip chip. Real odd base. Got an X on it. Civil War era snuff. Look at that flared lip. And with it, we're gonna run a Magnolia Balm that is also around the same age. Look at the patina on that. Do a $10 start. This is the very last snuff, except for the ones that I kept. This is it. No more snuffs after this. The only reason I ain't sold this one is because of that lip chip. Tattoos at 10. Starting the clock. Need 11 or more. I swear to God, Spud. I swear to you. I know I did. I killed the market. Completely killed it. There's people selling these Civil War snuffs for like $75 a pop. And I'm selling this one for... Shoot, I was selling them for way less than that. Leaves at 12, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Lee at 12. Oh, Steve, you were just out with that bid. Just out. Lee at 12. Next. This is a pretty cool bottle. Go ahead and run it. Run it with something. See if I can find something to run it with. We'll do two. We're gonna do 2 sauce bottles here. So this one's extremely hazy. Let's see if I can get the yeah, there it is. R-Vact out of Brooklyn, New York. Real fancy sauce bottle. See, it's about 1890s looking. R-Vact out of Brooklyn, New York. Definitely needs a tumble, but nice looking sauce bottle. Only one I've ever dug. Nice bubble going up through the neck there. R-Vact. And then we have a fluted pepper sauce. Nice fluted Lutzen Brothers. Nice looking pepper sauce. And we're gonna do let's do an $8 start. Yeah, lag sucks, Steve. It really does. $8 start. Tattoos at 8. Start the clock. Clock's rolling. Need 9 or more. Thank you, bouncer. I try my best. I do. I try my best. So tonight we're gonna see. I might only do 20 runs. I might do 25 runs, but I'm not gonna do a ton. That way I don't overwhelm myself too much. But I still have a lot of smalls to run. I know everybody loves the smalls. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Steve at 8. Thank you, Tina. Now, what are we gonna run? Here we go. Here's some miniature. Here's some miniature bottles all together. We're gonna do. There it is. All right, here we go. We got some minis. First, we have a miniature ringneck dandy in clear. It's a wee little guy, maybe a 3 ounce. It's tiny. Ringneck dandy. Then we have another. This one actually says, I think it says 1/10. It says it right on it. 1/10 of a pint. Look at that. That is literally a mini. There it is, Fireball mini. 1/10 of a pint. And then we got a wee little miniature wine bottle. That's probably the smallest wine bottle I've ever dug. Check that thing out. I mean, it's just teeny. Let's do an $8 start on the lot. Bunch of mini whiskeys. Well, 2 mini whiskeys and a mini wine. That thing's only 4 inches tall, just under 5 inches tall, and 4 3/4. $8 start. Nobody on the minis. Go ahead and pull the minis. And let's see here. We got another. Steve, you want them for 8? They're yours, buddy. They go to Steve for 8. Steve at 8, and then we're gonna do a couple smalls. Number 1, we have a Pinoleum. Oh heck yeah, Steve, that sounds real good. I'm hungry. Once I get off here, I'm going down and tear up some wings. Pinoleum, blown in mold, 1890s, turn of the century. And check out this cool little druggist recently dug. This is a Joseph Horn Company out of Pittsburgh, PA. It says Sundries Department. Sundries Department. Have no clue. Interesting little druggist. Wee little guy. So we got 2 smalls. We're going to do a $5 start. Daggone, you guys. Steve's over here multitasking. Painting, bidding, and cooking. I've never made fudge before. A $5 start on the Pittsburgh Druggist and the Blown in Mold Pine Oleum, both date around the same age. $5 start. Robert's at 5, starting the clock. Need 6 or more. I'm guessing that's what it is, Laura. It's probably an extract company. Headhunters at 6, needs 7. Roberts at 7, need 8. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Robert Morgan at 10. All right. Nice pickup. That's some good information too. That's really cool. All right, nice. All right. Nice pickup, Sherry. Next, put some more smalls out. Here we have a Pompeian massage cream. That's nice of you getting bottles for her. It's got a ground inside the lip where the stopper went in. Pompeian massage cream. And here's another Abner Royce variation. Really neat looking finish. Yeah, Colton, the pepper sauce they sold just a minute ago. It says Royce, Cleveland, Ohio. Nice little like perfumer bottle. So 2 beauty products. You can do a $5 start. Both around turn of the century, 1905, somewhere around in there. $5 start. Laura's at 5, starting the clock. I need 6 or more. Tina's at 6, needs 7. Yeah, it is pretty neat, Laura. We dig the stoppers here and there, and actually sometimes they're still in the bottle, but Colton, that might have been for a different auction. It was probably a past auction. Laura's at 7. I didn't put a thumbnail up. My thumbnail for this one, I think, was us digging in an outhouse. Actually, it might have been for an old auction. What you're looking at. Need 8 or more. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Tina 8. Tina 8. Next, keep running those smalls. All right, so here we have a. Let's see if I can get the embossing a little better there. W.M. Warner, W.M.R. Warner and Company out of Philadelphia. A little blown in mold tube. No damage. Turn of the century. A little bit of haze on it, but pretty cool bottle. W.M. Warner. Oh yeah, some nights that lag is terrible. And then we have a, check this little guy out. This is a Chamberlain's hand lotion, alcohol 49%, and it is fancy. It's kind of like paneled. It is early machine made, around probably 1915 to 1920. Chamberlain's hand lotion. Alcohol 49%, and Spud says put marbles. There's a marble bean on there, and another marble bean for that one, but we're not going to put it in there because it's going to, well, there it goes. Well, 2 marble beans with that, even though you can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. There's a marble bean on one, and there's the marble bean for the other one. 2 marbles with it, $5 start. We're actually going to run some marble lots here shortly. $5 start. Right? Yeah, that'd be gone. You would sniff that alcohol up. Let's see. Headhunters at 7, need 8, starting the clock. You're not gonna believe it, but I did find another snuff. It's not one of the snuffs out of that privy. It's a snuff from a different privy. It's 1880s. Not quite Civil War, but it's still a snuff. We're gonna run it. Well, you convinced me to put some marbles up, Spud. On lag, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Headhunter at 7. Headhunter at 7. 2 marbles and 2 bottles. Next. And next. Next, we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do soda. Soda and a grape juice. All right, here we have a really nice looking, clean, blown in mold crown top. It says the Melanthi Bottling Works, trademark, Cumberland, Maryland, with a little heart above the M. Gooding on the base. This bottle not to be sold on the reverse heel. Nice looking Doug soda bottle. Local to me. And then we have a Royal Purple. Royal Purple. It is also blown in mold. This would have been a grape juice. Royal Purple grape juice. What's up, Poofy? There she is. Royal Purple. And we're going to put 2 shooters up. 2 shooters. 2 shooters going up. 1 shooter. 2 shooter. And we're going to do a $5 start. $5 start. That marble on the Royal Purple, I think it's something special. $5 start. Both date around 1905, 1910. Blown in mold grape juice, Royal Purple, and a blown in mold soda bottle. 2 shooter marbles. Marie's at 5. Starting the clock. Need 6 or more. Spud's at 6, needs 7. Marie's at 10, Spud's at 11, need 12. 25 seconds on the clock. Marie's at 15, needs 16. Russell's at 18. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Russell at 18, right at the end. Nice, Russell. Snuck right in there. got left? Got another lot coming up. What is it? Have I ever watched Bottle Ned? Oh, I love Bottle Ned. I watch Bottle Ned. I watch every single video Bottle Ned puts out. I've even went back and watched his commercial takes on his YouTube channel. Bottle Ned, I love Bottle Ned. He's a privy digging machine. That dude, they dig some, I tell you what, they dig some really dangerous pits too, and they just do not care. And they go get it. Oh, Bottle Ned for sure deserves more subs. So while we're talking about this, Bottle Ned, great channel. I think it's called Digging the West with Bottle Ned now. Digging the Old West with Bottle Ned. You got Bottle Ned. You got We the People Outdoors with Mike Buck. Really, they're digging an incredible dump right now with tons of hutches in it. We got We're Live Auctions, Jar and Bottle Auctions with Joel. Excellent channel. They dig some incredible bottles. They're digging a lot of Pawnware stuff too from up in New York. What else we got? We got the Copper Poppers, which you've seen James in here earlier. Let me thinking. Am I missing anybody? Cloverdale Diggers. Oh, who else is out there? We dug with Cloverdale Diggers a couple of times up in New York. I think we dug with them. No, I think just New York. Badger don't have a YouTube channel, which I think he should, but you got the Badger and Steam Shovel Steve out there digging away. They dig some really nice stuff. Below the Plains with Tom Askjam. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Below the Plains is a great channel. They don't get too much age out that way because it's out, you know, in, what is it, North and South Dakota. So there's not a ton of age in some of these towns that he's digging. However, the bottles that they're digging from North and South Dakota are extremely hard to find, and they have territory bottles out there. So they have Indian Territory sodas, and these things are stupid rare. I mean, stupid rare. Parlor City Diggers, forgot all about them too. I didn't forget about them, guys. There's just so many now. Yeah, he did. He did dig a historical flask. Every now and then they do get into earlier holes. Alright, so next, Logan's Lily Cream for Chaps. Logan's Lily Cream for Chaps. It is blown in mold. It has like a piece of the cork still stuck in there. It has a crescent moon on the base. Yes, Digger Dave and Shovelin' Shelly. I don't know how I forgot about Digger Dave, but I've met him at bottle shows, and we've talked about collaborating and digging together. I haven't done it yet, but I think we're getting there. Eventually, we'll make it out that way. We'll either dig with him or he'll come dig with us. And bottle number 2, nice amber med. It is a Scandia Extract Company, Boston and Chicago. Really cool looking amber extract bottle. I think this, yeah, I guess it probably was a root beer extract. Actually, it's shaped just like one. Yeah, I'm saying this is an amber root beer extract is probably what it is. Blown in mold. Nice amber bottle. Turn of the century. So, another lot of 2. We're going to start them out at $5. Yeah, Lee, that's Digger Dave. Digger Dave has a massive selection of bottles on eBay. $5 start. Really nice amber I'm pretty sure it's a root beer extract, and Logan's Lily Cream for chaps with a crescent moon on the bottom of it. $5 start. Spuds at 5, starting the clock. Need 6 or more. Tell you what, there were some really good metal detecting channels out there that I enjoy too. Shoot, there's a ton of them. Obviously, the big ones probably got to be the Hoover boys. I mean, they're great with a machine. Them guys right there, they got the spots. It's all about location, and it's funny because a lot of people, I've seen people try to say, and I've actually talked to people say, oh, they got to stage their videos, and these guys aren't staging their videos on lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. D Spud at 7. That's D Spud at 7. So these guys they're not staging their videos. Location is prime. They are in prime location. They live out on the eastern shore of Maryland, and the farms out there go on forever. Everything is flat, you know. It's just super old out there. You know, there's farms that date back to the 1600s. So if you're on one of these farms in, say, 300 years, how many different families lived on that farm? There's a ton of stuff that's getting dropped in those fields whenever their workers are out there plowing and doing whatever, you know. There's house sites that you never knew were there. You don't know they're there until you run onto them with a metal detector. You hit an iron field in the middle of a massive field, there's a good chance that it was an old home site. So, you know, location is key. All they're doing is getting really good permissions. They're meeting people that have really good permissions, and they're really good at what they do. And Kurt is incredible at editing. He's a great editor. Give me just a second, guys. Alright. Who found a cannonball here? Daggone, David, that's awesome. Yeah, usually the those off sizes, like 5 pound, 4, 5, 6 pounders, 10 pounders, they're usually always pre-Civil War. Not always, but most of the time. You know how it is. It's the smaller, odd-sized balls are usually always 1812 or older. Oh gosh, Lee. Absolutely. Your town was founded in 1821. It's absolutely prime location to get permission to even metal detect people's yards. But I mean, I'd be digging privies, but gosh, heck yeah, absolutely. Now, here's another thing you want to think about. So, privy diggers, they're everywhere. And once we go outside of our little area here where nobody's really dug the pits except for us, and don't get me wrong, we've hammered outhouses here in the past 8-9 years. So for a new crew to come into our area and dig, they don't know what we've already dug, so it would just be a toss up for them. They'd dig a lot of dug pits and probably get frustrated to the point where they wouldn't want to dig here anymore. However, these areas like this, Lee, other people know about them. So it's always good to get with another local digger or a privy digger that's semi-local to you and find out what's been dug. Because, like I said, once we get out of our little area here that hasn't been dug, everything's been hammered. We don't know what's been dug. I don't want to dig 15, 20-foot holes that have already been dug. You know what I mean? You get down into a hole, normally you can tell because the layers aren't consistent in a hole that's been dug. But you dig down even 10 foot into a hole and find out that it's been dug, it sucks. I don't know, Lee. I mean, you might be lucky and it might not be dug. You might be good. I mean, I would at least try. You know, if you get a couple of permissions, get in a privy. I mean, that's the only thing you can do. Try it out, see what's up. You dig a few lots and they're all dug, someone's been there. And privy diggers don't stop till they pretty much dig everything they possibly can. Next. Here we go. Check this out. This is another Royce variation. It says Royce Perfumer out of Cleveland. It has a pyramid on it. Check that out. That's so cool. It does have a little ding here, a little crack in the corner. It's going to lip chip, but I've never, ever dug this variation of the Royce. This is the first one I'd ever seen. So we're going to put that up. And we're going to put it up with this condiment bottle. J.F. Howard out of Haverhill, Massachusetts. Nice fancy pop top, 1915-ish relish jar or something. And we're going to start it out at $5. $5 start on the relish jar and the Royce Perfumer with the pyramid. Really cool bottle. I've never found a megalodon tooth. I'd like to. They're pretty cool. How do you find privies? So, probing, I'm not going to say that probing's easy, but probing ends up becoming the easiest part of finding a privy and digging a privy. Obviously, digging a privy is a lot of labor, but it's fun, so I don't think of it as the hard part. The hard part is obtaining permissions. And honestly, all I can tell you with that is if you're not friends with everybody in town, become friends with everybody in town. Go to the local gas station and drink coffee with all the old guys if you have to. But you want to talk to a lot of people, put yourself out there, be extremely confident, and know what you're talking about and know what you want whenever you talk to somebody at their door. You know, nowadays, people really don't like you showing up at their door if they don't know who you are. So you got to be very enthused with what you're doing. Never talk about money. never ever talk about values of anything, because that's going to turn people away right off the get, because they think you're there in their yard and you're gonna dig up something of incredible value, which normally isn't the case. Um, Probing, it's just something that I've seen people take a probe and be great at it right off the get, and then I've seen people take a probe and have no clue what they're doing and dig 60,000 test holes and not one of them was a pit. It's really good to have somebody with you that knows how to do it, to show you how to do it. I was lucky and got taught by a guy that's been doing it for years, and he's really good at what he does, and he's probably one of the best privy diggers I know. You actually seen him in the video when we pulled out the Wheeling Virginia flasks. Mike, he's a pro. Dude's a pro. He taught me. Luckily, I picked up on it really fast. And it seems like one thing that I noticed is everywhere you go, the soil's different. So, so if you're close to, say you're close to a river, you're close to water, you got sandy soil, it's going to feel different on your probe. You're up in the mountains where I'm at right now, it's rocky. It's we got a clay layer at about 1.5 to a foot. So it's more of a sticky feel with the probe versus sand is super soft. It's really hard to find pits sometimes. So that comes into play. Weather comes into play. Is the ground wet? Is the ground dry? If the sun's been beaming on the ground all summer long, the ground's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to stick the probe in. It's going to be hard to feel stuff. Probing, it's something that you can't be taught just by me telling you how to do it. Somebody has to show you how to do it. My first time, the guy that showed me how to do it, he found a pit in a yard. He didn't tell me that he found a pit. And he said, all right. He said, I've already found the pit. He said, go ahead and try to find it. And I started probing, and I'm not going to lie, I had no clue what I was looking for, what I was feeling for. Had no clue at all. Didn't find it. But then he comes over to me and he goes, all right, stick your probe right here. Put the probe in the ground where he told me to. Felt completely different. So the first thing you want to do whenever you go into a yard is you want to feel the natural soil with the probe. So you want to just go around sticking the probe in the yard a couple of times, and you want to know what the natural, untouched, undug soil feels like, because you know that where the privy is going to feel completely different, because it's filled with normally stove ash, glass, trash, and whatever else they threw in there, shoes, leather, clothing, whatever. It feels completely different than the rest of the yard. Once you get that difference down, you're gold. Some people I know guys that feel for walls. They'll stick the probe in an angle and they'll feel for a wall, because the soil will be so soft in those areas that everything feels good. Like a sandy soil, everything feels good. It all feels like a pit. So now you're feeling for walls. Every pit had some kind of wall: wood, stone, brick. The stone and brick ones are really easy to find. Now some places the wood ones are hard to feel. But it's just experience. It takes a lot of experience, and once you get real good at it, once you've probed out 1,000 holes, I think I could go into a yard blindfolded and find one sometimes. But all right, let's run another bottle. So here it is, 1880s snuff. This did not come out of the Haggins hole. This came out of a hole digging with Jason when he came up. Nice 1880s snuff. Oh, no problem, Ted. Just best thing I can tell you, order yourself a probe. Get on oldwestbottles.com. Order yourself a probe. I prefer 4 and 5 foot. Being a beginner, I get a 4 foot, because you're gonna be able to, it's easier to use. The longer they are, the harder they are to get in the ground. What's up, John? Pretty good, man. How you doing? But get yourself a 4-foot probe off oldwestbottles.com and just get out there and start sticking it in the ground. Um, get a feel for it, man, and get a few permissions and see what you can do. I mean, that's all. That's really all you can do is hold it. Just hold it. That's what I get. That's what I get told all the time. If I'm not sure about something, I'll message a couple of the dudes that have been doing it for years, and they just tell me, dig a test hole. You never know until you dig a test hole. So don't be worried about tearing people's yards up. It happens, especially in the beginning. You don't want to tear somebody's yard up to the point where they're telling everybody else in the neighborhood, hey, don't let this guy in your yard. However, you got to learn somehow. And then we're going to do one of the Hagens that actually says Hagen's Magnolia Balm. It's got the cork still in it. See the cork in there rolling around. There it is. Super crude. Hagen's Magnolia Balm. Let's do a $10 start. Ted's at 10, starting the clock. Magnolia Balm was a bleaching agent for bleaching the skin. Back in the day, they thought that it was fancy to have whiter skin. Pretty racist. Who knows what that stuff did to people? My gosh. Oh, absolutely, Laura. I would too. I'd have done had that dug. Need 11 or more. So here's another thing I'll tell you about privies. When you do find them, a lot of experienced privy diggers will tell you they don't want to dig nothing pre-1840. Because that's old. Great bottles. Yeah, they're great. Old. Love the old bottles. 3, 2, 1, 0. Laura got that at 12. Ted, you just missed it there. Just missed it. That was Laura at 12. So the reason why privy diggers don't like to dig anything pre-1840s is because in your pre-1840s holes, they're just empty. They just didn't throw anything away back then. Everything got reused until it broke. People were poor, they didn't have money, so everything was reused. Not only that, but they didn't have money to buy things like that. They didn't have as much trash. Trash didn't start, building up until the 1850s, 1860s, 1870s. That's your big trash era. So that's the privies you want to be in. Not only that, pre-1840, you don't get a lot of embossed bottles. So, most privy diggers don't want anything to do with an unembossed bottle. Even though it's old, it's super old. It's not something crazy like a super rare embossed bitters that you could dig out of an 1860s, 1870s pit. Yep, join the club. Alright. What do we got left? Oh, geez. Let's do some marble lots. See if I can find stuff to put them in. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. we're gonna get the lead glass ink. It's patent 1894, and we're gonna fill it with marbles too. Some daggone marbles in there. So maybe we can get in it. Oh, there's a real nice looking one. Check this thing out. I have no clue what it is. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but it's like the earth. It's got brown and green and all kinds of colors in there. Really nice looking marble. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. $15 marbles in that. So the lead glass inkwell, patent 1894, and 15 marbles. We'll do a $10 start. Oh, no problem, David. No problem. I tell you what, I got a knack for finding dumps too. I don't know what it is, man. I'll see a place and I'll be like, damn, but there's a dump there. Go back the next day, there's a dump there. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm always finding them. I don't know how, but daggone things, it's like they call for me. I just know where they're at. Some of them I've just stumbled upon randomly in random locations. I mean, gosh, some of them have been like, we've dug dumps like right out in the open in the middle of town, just down over this little hillside with houses all around it. And just happened to stumble upon them. Yeah, that'd be cool, Lee. You gotta watch doing that sometimes, though. I've seen museums take people's bottles and get rid of them, and then they don't know where they went. Happened here, actually. There's a lot of people upset over it, too. $10 start, 15 marbles in the lead glass inkwell, patent 1894. Spud, I swear he's like gotta be on the next block over because his lag is the best out of everybody's. It's almost like he's sitting right beside me or something. Oh shit. Oh, I still got something here. All right, so I'm gonna run this, guys, and then I'm gonna do the giveaway. I'm gonna run this last thing here that I forgot I had, and then we're gonna do a giveaway, and we're gonna call it a night. All right, here she is. Check this out. So this came out of a privy. We dug a privy the other day here locally in town. It was 1880s, 1870s. Oh gosh, guys, these are bad. So this was the only thing in the hole. This was it. But it was cool. Check it out. A face pipe bowl. And you guys can't see down in there, but there is still tobacco pressed up against the walls of the pipe. Like if I put my finger down in here, there's, look at that char. It's got a little bit still in it. So whoever gets it, go ahead and toke it up and let me know what's up. The wonky, Willy Wonky. I'm not too sure what this figure's supposed to be, but these face pipe bowls don't come out very often. It came out of a 1880s, 1870s outhouse, so I'd imagine right around in there. Really, really cool though. We're gonna do a $15 start on the face pipe bowl. It's got a real nice mustache and beard too. Definitely better than mine. $15 start on the face pipe bowl. Prince William. Marie's at 15, starting the clock. Needs 16 or more. Yeah, definitely super cool. This is actually the second one of these I've dug. I've only ever dug two face pipes? Three altogether. We dug one out of a pit local here it was a Civil War era pit actually, and it was glazed green. And it was, oh my, I think it was supposed to be the face of, oh, I think it was some Greek god. It was a Greek god, I'm pretty sure. But I think that thing ended up selling for $300, something like that. Just a pipe bowl, a green glazed pipe bowl, $300. Lee's at 18. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Lee at 18 on the face pipe. Nice, Lee. Let me write that down. If I can find where I put the pen. Alright. Let me see. What are we going to do for the giveaway? Oh no. We're going to give away... We're going to give away a Magnolia Balm. Nice flared lip. And we're also going to give away let me get them open. Give away. Daggone, I'm dropping my marbles everywhere. Alright, how many's in here? And we're gonna give away 15 marbles as well. Let me see. I'm gonna put them in this baggie. 15 marbles and a Magnolia Balm for the giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and write a number down real quick. got the number. All right, so here's how the giveaway works. You're going to guess a number between 1 and 40 starting now. Number between 1 and 40. Stop. That was quick. All right, we got it. We got the number already. Number is got. We got the number. Idaho 2nd Gen got it. It was 21, and he got it quick. I thought I picked a better number than that. 21. Idaho got it. 15 marbles and a magnolia bomb. Nice. Oh, no problem, Idaho. All right, let's turn this around. So, first auction back in like a month. Went pretty smooth, I think, even though the phone died early on. Still went smooth. Whenever I got back into the YouTube, it asked me if I wanted to pull up my previous feed. So that worked out really nice. I never knew that it did that before. That must be something new because I really don't think it used to do that. And what's up, Poofy? So like I said, next Friday, Chris is going to be running with me. He's going to be here talking to y'all, selling bottles. It's going to be his first time. So cut him a little bit of slack. It is hard to keep up with everybody sometimes. So he's going to have some really good bottles he's going to be bringing. Mostly Doug stuff. He's getting to the point where he's got so many bottles, he's just got to get rid of some. And I think every digger gets to that point eventually. But next Friday, same time, same place. Chris will be running with me. We're going to do like 5 switch off, 10 switch off. We'll figure it out. But I appreciate everybody coming out as always. And everybody have a nice night. I'm out. Peace.